welcome back to the Root Map System series. Last video we added the minor 6 chord and practiced a 1-6-4-5 progression. Today we'll take it further by learning how to play any major or minor chord in a key, allowing us to custom build root maps and open up a huge spectrum of harmonic options. If you're new to the series, I recommend starting with video 1 so you have the basics before moving on. It's linked in the description. As I mentioned in the last video, there's 7 notes in a key, and they're numbered from 1 to 7. Each one of these notes could be a chord root. The distances between these notes don't change from key to key, so we can use a chord root location diagram, which shows every chord root in a key as if it's all laid out on a single string. With this chord root location chart, you can custom build your own root maps that suit the chord progression and the key that you're playing in. As always, horizontal lines are half steps so that you can easily see which roots are a whole step or a half step away from each other. For example, the distance between a 1 chord and a 2 minor chord will always be a whole step. If I was playing a song that needed a minor 2 chord, I could easily adjust my root maps by adding the 2 minor chord root a whole step above the 1 chord root. I've highlighted the added 2 minor chord in red. If my song needed a 3 minor chord, I could add it to my root maps like this, 1 half step below the 4 chord. This is how you custom build a root map based on the chords you need to play in your chart. Let's say our song uses a 3 minor chord, like in the progression 1, 3, 4, 5. Let's build a root map that works for this progression. Because mastery of all keys is important, we'll practice in both A and E flat today. First, the key of A. We'll need to build a root map that sits well on the cello fingerboard for 1, 3, 4, 5 in the key of A. Considering our root map options, placing the tonic on the G string allows us to stay in the lower part of the fingerboard. So let's do that. Here's a root map with tonic on the G string. We only need to add the 3 minor chord, which lives a half step below the 4 chord, or 4 half steps above the 1 chord. We could either travel up the G string to the 3 chord, which is C sharp, or put it on the C string below the 4 chord. If we move up the G string, we may be awkwardly high by the time we get to the 5 chord, or have a big shift down to the 4 chord. So let's go with the string crossing over to the C string on the 3 minor chord. Remember that we'll use a second finger on the top string for any minor chord. As always, 4/4 time, and we'll play the low note on beat 1 and the rest of the chord on beat 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's try the same progression in the key of E flat. Looking at the root map options, it makes the most sense to place the 1 chord on the C string, since it would be quite high on the G string. Here's the root map that places 1 on the C string. If we choose to travel straight up the C string for the 3 chord, we would get awkwardly high by the time we reach the 5 chord. So I think it's best to cross over to the G string, starting with the 3 minor chord. The 3 minor chord lives a half step below the 4, so we'll just adjust our root map like this. In this key, the 3 minor root is an open G string. Just use open G and D rather than the first finger laying flat across 2 strings. All right, same drill. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my goal with series like this is to help these kinds of skills become standard for cellists. They're not difficult concepts, and they create real opportunities, playing from chord charts, adapting across genres, and being able to play confidently in worship, commercial, and contemporary settings. We'll continue developing the root map system in the following videos, so make sure each step feels solid before moving on. Take your time and develop comfort with each idea. It'll pay off in the long run. If this video helped and you want to see more content like it, please like and subscribe. It's a simple way to help more cellists find this content. And if you have questions or ideas where you'd like this series to go next, let me know in the comments. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.